All right, welcome into Studio B. It is, of course, Foodie Friday, and we are looking ahead not to Labor Day weekend. We're looking next weekend because can you tell it's Village Fest?
Heck,
can you tell?
Yes.
By looking at this? It's Village Fest next weekend. It's the
that
biggest
time.
party of the year. That's what they tell. Ralph Fruguglietti, Frugatti's in-house. We're talking food. We're talking fest. And why do the two go together so well?
You know, Village Fest, this is our 25th year, by the way. So this is our 25th year anniversary. It's
so
big,
we're going to go
time.
back to the original prices?
So, no.
He says wishfully.
All right. Hey, I just thought I'd ask. I'm sure there are people out there going, thanks for trying.
It's worth every penny, and you know it.
Oh, I know
it is. Again, we've got 40 restaurants. We've got 100 beers, 15 bands on 5 stages. We've got 25 wineries. I mean, it's just, and it is the party of the year.
What is people's favorites, though? I mean, everybody that comes out there, like you just said, you've got the food, you've got the drink, you've got the bands. What is the favorite part of it?
Well,
you had to choose one.
Obviously, the music is huge because it really sets the tone. But one of the things that really I've kind of started emphasizing, because I'm in the restaurant business, is the foods. It's the biggest food festival in town by far. It's just almost 40 restaurants. No one has that, and it's not a bunch of fried food. This is all, you know, great food.
It looks delicious. You've been there since the very first one, right?
I started it. Me and a friend and I started it.
Yeah.
Rick
What
Peace.
are the main things that you have noticed that have grown over the course of 25 years?
First of all, location. We started up on the roof.
Oh, it's on the parking garage, right?
It used to be the B of A parking structure. It used to be Brews on the Roof. And then eventually we outgrew that, moved to the Village, and it's been fantastic. We were probably using about close to half, maybe 2/3 of it. Now we're using 100%, all 16 acres of it.
Awesome.
And so every area is you have a theme, and you go to each one of those areas. It's all themed, Kahunaville, blues, and so on and so forth.
And what did you bring us today?
Well, I brought you, actually since our 25th anniversary, I brought 2 of our most popular dishes, which is what we're serving.
Hold on a second. Control myself.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Which is what we'll be serving at Village Fest, this is Teresa's tortellini with sun-dried tomato cream sauce, named after my daughter, Teresa. All right, and she was actually born about a month after we opened Frugatti.
First of all, does she love it?
She loves it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, that's why it's got to be Teresa's tortellini. This is our chicken with the Pinot Grigio mushroom sauce. Ooh. Again, super popular dish for us, and you just need to try it.
You want to go that way, so I'm going to come back over on this side and try this one.
I'm going to go for it.
Mine is the sausage, the sausage dish.
The papo?
Yeah.
With the sausage, okay.
That is so good. Wow.
It's also good for breakfast, right?
I love that. Yeah. It's warm on this cool morning.
I've always asked why you're not open for breakfast.
Yeah, well, I get a lot of requests for that. Never say never. Never say never.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sorry, I got to jump in here real quick.
No, you should. It's
While you're
delicious.
tasting, one of the things I would like to say is you kind of look around in our decorating.
It's incredible.
It's here. I said this earlier. I'm the smartest guy in the world. I truly am, because you guys asked me to come do a little decorating and do food and stuff like that. I'm like, how am I going to do this at 6 o'clock in the morning? I'm a restaurant guy. I see the other end of the clock, not this end. And so I thought, you know what? I've got the best decorating committee in the world at Village Fest.
Can you introduce them to us?
You bet. We got Jenny back here.
Jenny's at the bar.
At the bar,
Yeah.
Cindy.
What's she serving up, though?
Yeah,
Breakfast?
what are we
Mimosas?
pouring this morning?
Air drinks.
Air drinks today. Yeah, not the real ones.
It's TV.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
TV.
That's right. It's fake. This is not fake.
No, this isn't
and
right.
this is John. And they do a fabulous, they're the ones that are in charge of decorating that entire village. They do a fabulous job. Wow. And that's one of the reasons I wanted them to be in here, because I just wanted to let everybody know that we've got like 30 people on our committee. And this is not like one,
How many days does it take to set this up?
We start on Wednesday.
But
we've been building props for the last month.
Like the ones we have in studio today.
Right.
Yeah.
So where do you keep them all? At Ralph's house?
Garage.
Yeah. Well, and also the event starts. It starts on Monday of the event, so we start putting everything together on Monday, and then they do their thing once all the stages are put in place. I mean, it's a big project. It really is. It's not just something you just slap up in a day.
Do you have any new restaurants there this year that haven't been there in the past or anything like that?
We do every year, and it's just one of those things. We have the traditional, of course, Frugatti's. We've got Buck Owens, Crystal Palace. We have Salties. We got the Mark and Sonder and so on. We got desserts for everybody. You got to have Cold Stone and nothing but cakes and.
Wait, I was going to say, did you have desserts at the very beginning? Because I don't.
We did. No, actually, the very beginning, the very first one, we had one band, which was Mental Brew. Well, actually 2 bands, I think, but at one stage we had 3 restaurants. That was it, and it wasn't like what it is now, a festival. You got a ticket, and we had. We didn't have any dessert. No, that was.
I was going to say,
we didn't even have wine at the first one. So
No
I said,
wine?
no, we developed. Well,
because it was brews. It was
yeah,
brews on the
right.
roof.
And that developed over the years. People said, hey, you know what? I really want to come to the event, but I don't drink beer. Can you add wine? So we kind of tweaked it, and then finally we just said, hey, let's do Vino Village. And so that's a whole area just for wine.
With that in mind, is there anything now, I know it's been 25 years, in the future that you're thinking about adding next year? Maybe someone came to you this year and said, hey, look, why don't you do this?
You know, there is a couple of things that we're looking at. We have a committee that, kind of an executive committee, 4 of us that get together and kind of start, and then we get them involved, and then the ideas just start going crazy. And we follow up after the event, about a month afterwards. We have a party at my house with everybody. We have a great time, but we talk about, hey, things to talk about next year. And we really put that on the list, and we start covering it. And yeah, we've got some ideas. And again, as the museum gets a little bit, you know, bigger, as they add a little section and stuff like that, as they do that, then we kind of figure out, how can we use that section? You know, can we put in a 6th stage? Can we do that? So we're always looking to change. You know, my favorite line is, if you're not moving forward, you're going backwards. And we do not go backwards. We go forward.
Now, just real quick, if you could, the money from all of this raised,
Thank you.
Talk about the different projects that this goes to.
Thank you. It's phenomenal. You know, originally when we started this, we chose a charity. Then we decided, you know what, too much of the money when you do that goes to national organizations, which goes to administration and all that. Don't like that. So Rick and I started CARE back, 22 years ago or something like that. Yeah, it's been a long time. So we started CARE, which Children's Advocates Resource Endowment. 100% of the money is for kids, 100% of the money stays in Kern County, and 100% of the money has to be used for a specific item. We do not just give money to people because we don't want it to go to any administration. So you can rest assured 100% of that money stays in Kern County and for kids. Plus, the biggest thing is we also at that same time started an endowment fund, and that our goal was to have that endowment fund large enough to where it would be able to maintain this event if we decided to stop the event. And we've got, last year we hit our goal, which was $1 million in that endowment fund. So then that's going to keep growing, and you know, and we give out 40% as we go.
Now, real quickly, running out of time, people still want to get tickets, they can go?
Go to Eventbrite. And you can purchase your ticket there.
Place?
We do not sell tickets. We changed it, and it's worked out beautifully. You can't get them at the door. You have to just go on your phone and get it that way. And you know, you can print it out. You can use your phone. You can do whatever. We have scanners. We've got all sorts of ways. We've really gone high tech.
And for like old people that don't know how to use Eventbrite, they can just call you. You can walk them through it.
I'll show you.
Yeah, you find a young person that can do this for you. That's what you need.
Well, thank you. So everybody, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
This is outstanding here. It is next Saturday, not this Saturday, obviously, Village Fest, the 25th anniversary. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Party
Appreciate
of
it.
the year.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, let's go over to Amani, who's, I'm sorry, it's not, we didn't want to leave you out of the party, so we'll save you some of this, Amani.
Save you a little bit.
Just a
Please
little
save
bit.
me some of that.